find the spherical RBCs because you can see actually it's a biconcave shape. So whenever hemolysis takes place, you can understand the number of RBC size is decreasing. So this all the contents in the RBC are decreasing and they are moving towards one side and becoming like this spherical. So that's it. Now in the IgG, the opsonization takes place mainly in the IgG. On the cell surface, when something is added, it increases the phagocytic or macrocytic effect. In the case of IgG, there is extravascular hemolysis in the IgG. So opsonization, in the cell membrane, extravascular means outside the blood vessels only. It is occurring, but in the case of IgM, you can understand as agglutination is taking place, it's taking place, hemolysis is also taking place intravascular inside the vessels. So Coombs test is nothing but antigen antibody reaction test to detect the presence of anti-RBC antibodies and complement components mainly by using Coombs reagent. So what is this Coombs reagent? If we remove the IgG and complement components from the circulation and inject them to the animal, then the animal makes the antibodies against these components and they form the antibodies along with the antibodies of complement compounds, and now this is put in a bottle and it is said to be Coombs reagent, and generally they are poly polyclonal antibodies, not monoclonal. There are mainly polyclonal antibodies, and these antibodies are called anti-human globulins or AHG in short form. So polyclonal antibodies are mainly derived from different plasma cells, and antibodies against the human antigens are nothing but the Coombs reagent. So you can see the monoclonal antibodies are also produced by selecting some specific cells from animal plasma cells sometimes. So multiple myeloma, it is a neoplastic cell proliferation of plasma cell. So sometimes we may add this cell to monoclonal antibodies to form a specific type of cell. That is, it is having a neoplastic proliferation, means it has the capacity to highly proliferate, and we have taken already the monoclonal antibody, that is a antibody against the RBC. So plasma cell of animal is attached with or added to the multiple myeloma cell of animal together form the hybrid cell. This is called as hybridoma, and it is the cell which have the characteristic of both to produce the antibodies against the human cells and also have a high replicative capacity now. So this is how we form different hybrid cells. This is also called as hybridoma. So hybridoma is now a monoclonal cell and it is a combination of plasma cell along with the multiple myeloma cell. So Rh antigen has mainly 12 pass membrane and polyclonal antibodies attack of specific epitopes of a antigen. And direct Coombs test, now let us see what is direct Coombs test. So if a person has autoimmune hemolytic anemia, so their RBCs have auto RBC antibody. So first step here, the antibody is IgG, and we should wash the RBC to remove the extra plasma components, and finally only the antibodies are left. Later we add the Coombs reagent, so which have the antibodies against the human antibodies. So the Coombs antibodies react with the antibodies of human form and human cells and form a clump or react. So this cross-link agglutination is formed. So autoantibodies are present. So we can say it is a positive direct anti-globulin test is positive. Here the direct test is positive. For example, you can understand they're having some autolytic disease, means they have antibodies against our body. So if we add, for example, you can see this is that RBC and they're having antibodies against our cells. Right, so this along with our Coombs reagent. In Coombs reagent, you can understand they have one specific big antibody. So this comes and clumps with them like this. So they form a clump. If the clump is present, it's said to be positive test, means we can say that there are presence of autoantibodies. You can understand if there are no autoantibodies, only the cell remains, we have the Coombs reagent, then only it forms like that, it can't form a clump, then we'll say it is a negative. If it is negative, we'll say the disease is not present, and if it is positive, we'll say the disease is present. So this is how we use this test to follow. And in unaffected person, that is without antibodies, then there no clump or no agglutination, then it is direct antiglobulin test is negative. So we will continue our next part because our video is getting longer, so we'll continue its part 2.